Hey everyone, we are Bean and Bagel. We are a married couple from the Midwest in the US. I'm originally from Michigan, she's from Minnesota. We upload videos about food, typically 1 to 2 times a week, so if you're new, we'd love to have you join our channel. We are talking about the Donut Trap today, which is a donut place that makes donuts in St. Paul, Minnesota, but they distribute them through vending machines in the Minneapolis, St. Paul area. They have a couple vending machines in the area. They load fresh donuts in the morning, so you would like pick your donut and pay and read the description about what it is, and then it kind of uses this lever thing like a vending machine and puts the donut on that lever, so you have your donut. The owner is originally from Compton, California, and moved to Minnesota, wanted to have his style of donuts or good donuts in general, and decided to do them by himself. The business started doing like pop-up shops around. It even had like a storefront at one time. It had a food truck and just kind of evolved into now these vending machines, which is kind of cool in my opinion, that you can get donuts that are, you know, same day donuts from a vending machine. I just think that's kind of a cool idea.
Yeah.
The first donut that we're going to talk about is called Girls Love Beyonce. So obviously Hope picked that one out. It's dark chocolate and cherry amaretto. So, if I like it, I guess I have to put a ring on it. But it kind of has like that donut shape underneath and looks like a muffin top. So that's kind of what they look like. So I'm going to give it a try.
So this place is called the Donut Trap by sssdude-nutz. And the name sssdude-nutz actually came from the owner not being able to pronounce the word donuts when he was a kid because he had a retainer. So that's how he would try to say donuts. And it reminded me of one of my childhood memories with donuts, of going to a bakery and having donuts after going to the dentist. And I think my parents probably only did this once, but for some reason I like associated it. Like, if I go to the dentist, I'm gonna get a donut, which is probably very counterproductive to going to the dentist, but that's what it made me think of.
Yeah, it's probably not recommended by most dentists around the nation. The dental association or whatever, you see when you pick out toothbrushes. I doubt it says stop by a donut shop on the way home from the dentist. As far as this guy, I think that you definitely get a nice soft donut, which is what you want, and especially from a vending machine. And it's very thick, kind of doughy, I would say. Not undercooked, I don't mean like that, but it's like a thick donut. And you get the chocolate. I would say I don't get much cherry. It's kind of sweet and rich in its own right. But that's what I get mainly.
Yeah, I agree. It's like super thick, and it's almost kind of like cakey, or almost reminds me of like a cinnamon bread on the inside. There's like definitely some cinnamon flavor in the actual dough, but it's really soft, like Greg said, very moist. And I agree though, I'm not getting a lot of cherry, but I do get the chocolate. All right, well, next of all, we have this guy, which is the Compton donut, and it is Oreo and peanut butter, so that totally sounded right up our alley. So I'm gonna give this one a shot.
Speaking of Compton, I know I've said that, you know, I'm a Christian, but I know it's hard to believe that I wasn't always a Christian throughout my life for some people. But I grew up listening to like gangster rap and watching all kinds of movies, such as Boyz in the Hood, that's based in South Central LA. Grew up listening to like N.W.A. and, you know, like Eazy E and Dr. Dre, Ice Cube. And I remember the beef with the different albums that Eazy E and Dr. Dre came out with, bashing each other all the time. It's actually kind of funny. Wouldn't recommend listening to that stuff now because of who I am and where I've come from in my life. But speaking of childhood memories with donuts, I grew up in Flint, Michigan, and the childhood memory that I have with donuts is food stamps and social service offices. I remember going and waiting in line sometimes for like food stamps when I was a kid. And there was a donut place nearby, and so for some reason I've associated donuts with going to social service offices. So weird memory, but that's my memory. What'd you think?
So I thought that it's got a lot of the Oreo flavor, a lot of peanut butter. You know, you can't really go wrong with that, but it was really nice and thick and cakey like the other one. And then you get all that chocolatey, peanut buttery goodness. So, yeah, that's what I thought. What did you think? Got you with your mouth full.
It's definitely peanut buttery because it's stuck on my tongue right now. I like the chocolate with the Oreos and the peanut butter. The donut again is nice and thick. I think that they go well together. Peanut butter and chocolate's right up my alley. I love peanut butter and chocolate. So on our channel, we do try it or walk by it. That's our review system. And as far as this guy, the Compton one, I would definitely say that's a try it. As far as Girls Love Beyonce,
You putting a ring on it?
No, I'd probably walk by that. Wouldn't commit to it. So it's not that it's bad or anything. Cherry and chocolate just aren't my thing, so that's why I would walk by it. But I like the donut itself. I like the cinnamon thing, like Hope was saying, and the thickness of the donut and the kind of moistness of it. It's very good in that sense. So I would definitely not tell anybody else don't get it. I just would walk by it. So
yeah, I kind of agree. Even though I really liked the Girls Love Beyonce, the reason why I say maybe don't try it is if you're expecting the amaretto and the cherry to come through a lot. To me, it just tastes more just like a light chocolate flavor, and I'm not getting a lot of cherry or like the amaretto kick coming through. So but I would say definitely tried the donut trap overall, and the Compton donut was really good. I enjoyed the cakiness of it and how thick it was, and it wasn't dry at all, so don't be afraid of getting a dry donut from a vending machine, because with this, I don't think you will. It was very good. So that is our video for today. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we will see you in our next video. Bye!
And I would add one thing too. We didn't get it first thing in the morning. We got it later in the afternoon, and it was still soft. See ya!